Hi there. Today we are diving into one of the most iconic moments in Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, the speeches of Brutus and Mark Antony after Caesar's assassination. These speeches are a masterclass in persuasion, and what's fascinating is how differently they approach the crowd. Brutus tries to justify the murder with logic and reason, while Antony uses emotion and subtle manipulation to stir the crowd. Their words don't just tell a story, they teach us how powerful language can be in shaping opinions and emotions. By the end of this video, you will not only understand the brilliance of these speeches, but also learn how their keywords and phrases can teach us timeless lessons about human nature. Let's begin. Brutus's speech. Let's start with Brutus. He steps forward confidently, addressing the Roman crowd. His first words are, "Romans, countrymen, and lovers, hear me for my cause, and be silent that you may hear." Right away, Brutus positions himself as a calm and a rational person. Notice how he uses the words Romans. He is appealing to their shared identity. The phrase, "be silent that you may hear," is a firm yet respectful. It shows he is in control, but it isn't dismissive of their voices. The key words here are hear me, cause, and silent. Why? These words set the stage for a logical argument. Brutus isn't here to stir emotions. He's here to explain. That is why he says, "Hear me and be silent," so that you are able to hear what I have to say. What is the crux of Brutus's argument? Patriotism. That is the central message. Now comes the heart of his speech. Brutus says, "Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more." Let's break this down. Brutus admits he loved Caesar, but claims his love for Rome was greater. He's framing Caesar's assassination as an act of patriotism and nothing else. And here's the brilliance. By repeating the word love, he softens the harshness of his crime. Remember what he said? Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. He repeats the word love twice. He's telling the crowd, I didn't kill Caesar because I hated him. I did it because I loved you. That's a powerful appeal to their sense of duty and loyalty. What are the key words? Loved Caesar and loved Rome, and the word more, to bring out his act of the assassination, as an act of patriotism and his love for the Romans in general. Freedom versus tyranny. Brutus then poses a rhetorical question. What does he say? Had you rather Caesar were living and die all slaves than that Caesar were dead, to live all free men? This line forces the crowd to think, do they value freedom over loyalty to Caesar? Brutus paints Caesar as ambitious, someone who could have become a tyrant. The key word here is the word slaves. It is emotionally charged, designed to make the idea of supporting Caesar is unthinkable. What are the key words? Ambitious, slaves, and freemen. The grand finale, or the personal sacrifice. Brutus ends with a dramatic flourish. I have the same dagger for myself when it shall please my country to need my death. He is saying here in these lines, if I ever become a threat to Rome, I will take my own life. This isn't just logic, it is selflessness. He is taking his honor on his patriotism. What are the key words here? Dagger, my country, and death. Why? For a moment, Brutus wins the crowd. They are moved by his calm reasoning and apparent honesty. But logic can only go so far, and this is where Antony steps in. He talks about the dagger and how he will die if for his country, if need be. All right? So here he is trying to touch at the heartstrings of the Roman public. Antony's speeches are in my second part of the video. Do watch them, hit the like button and subscribe. Concept Clarity by Ajanta Ma'am. Thank you for watching.